Right, so this is essentially just like a little bit of a basic bitch tour of Blender. So I have only been doing this for about a week and a half, I'd say. I'm just going to be showing you how to do a cute little snowman. So one thing I like to do first is this wheel up here is essentially quick select to any axis that you want. I like to go from front view Y plane. So, I mean, there are other things you could do. So, like, go into units, fucking millimeters. I do quite like to do that, actually. And scale it down to 0.001. And then, in fact, we're going to need to scale down the grids to match that. Maybe do the view distance as well. Clip start 0.01, and then fucking add a cheeky little 0 in there. And yeah, that's essentially like the basic of basic setups. Essentially everything that you do in here can be done with any shape, but my personal favorite is the cheeky UV sphere. So this is like a very rough polygonal kind of thing, and it just doesn't really look too nice. So I'm gonna right click and then smooth it out. Let's start by creating a few of these actually. 3 identical UV spheres, and then I'm going to copy this one and then move it over to the side. Get the scaler, shrink that down, move. So now we have 2 balls. These are going to be the bases for the body, and we will be scaling those as appropriate. So let's start off with this. You know, this is the bottom of the snowman. He's going to be thick. So just shrink this down, move it on down, and move it off to the side as well. In fact, get rid of that. Duplicate this one. Less fucking scaling work to do. Now we've got a snowman. No, it's not finished. Haha, I'm so funny. Right, let's fucking do the eyes. Just squish that into his head. So let's make him a nice, cute little lopsided eye snowman. Aww. So next, move these into his body. Just squish him in there. Let's give him a little top hat. Cute little top hat. Hold on. We're gonna come back to these later. Just we've got something special planned for him. So let's do non-proportional scaling. Go up onto x-axis, and then just squish this down. Is that good? Sure. Let's bring this down a bit, and then down a bit.
That's photoreal.
These things, these circles, these spheres over here, one of these is going to become the nose, and then the other one, don't worry, we are going to edit this. This is going to be a carrot nose, and then this is going to be the arms. Yeah, for this I'm going to select what will become the tree branch arm, go from object mode into sculpt mode, and then we have this plethora of tools down the side. Now, before we fuck around with any of these, I'm going to tell you about Dynatope. So this is a lifesaver when it comes to distorting and stretching. So this will turn any distortion to a physical object within Blender, and instead of stretching it into a polygonal mess, in fact, I'll turn it off just so I can show you what it would look like. So snake hook tool. So that looks like a terrifying demon wing. Dynatopo, fucking smooth shading, brush detail, subdivide edges. Detail probably up to 50 odd. Now, zoom back in. Enhance. Gonna fucking CSI Miami this shit. So, oh no, that's terrible. Jesus. It's fine that we're getting some tears on it, because if anything, we kind of want that, because we're going to be adding some extra texture to this, because it's a tree branch. Object mode, copy paste, mirror in the X plane. Yeah, that looks good. Aww, he looks adorable. I'm really happy with this so far. Sculpt. Again, for every single object, you will need to turn on Dynatopo. So we're going to do the same thing and make a carrot nose. Turn that down to about 18. Use use the clay strips. Actually, I might do that on both sides. I might just smooth this out a bit first, though, so that we can have a bit more detail on it. Yeah, X-plane reflection. So switch there. Yeah! It's a little carrot nose. So, object mode, select... Oh! Move his nose back. Select the cylinder and the flattened sphere. Go onto the rotate panel. No, yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, fuck it. Let's go and shade him. This is just the clay material fully rendered. Well, not fully rendered. This is fully rendered. So this is like casting a light from this light source down onto the camera left-hand side of his body, casting a shadow down onto the plane below. Very beautiful. So let's start off with the white. So this is the Principal BSDF shader panel. It's quite complicated when you first look at it, but essentially it breaks down into base color, undercoat, and then your effects. So if you were creating like a car, then you would add like metallic finishes. If you were doing like a piece of pottery that's been glazed, you would do sheen or clear coat. So this is essentially the most complex shader that Blender has ever released. And yeah, I'm gonna same thing for add, so just Shift A. Add, search for color ramp. I'm gonna just go for a white to white, just so it's pure white. Plug that into the base color. Nose subsurface. This is white. This is like a cream color, just because of the clay. Click on this, and then go down to white, and then it will change. And then this, white, it will change. So this is essentially like the best way to just, instead of programming new shaders to do exactly the same thing, once you've made one, it'll automatically save it under this file. Cool. New. Color amp. No, not light fall off. Search. Color ramp. There we go. Jesus. Cool. Just select this. Bring it all the way down. Base color. Subsurface white. There's going to be no subsurface. A bit of metallic. Just up a little bit. And then a bunch of... probably half sheen and then a lot of clear coat. But yeah, I really like that texture. That's a really nice one. Name that Glossy Black. And then I can just Glossy Black. Glossy Black. Glossy Black. And Glossy Black. Right. Matte black time. Yeah, that looks good. Carrot nose. New texture. Search. Color ramp. What plot twist? We're going to be using two of them this time. This one down here is going to be affecting the color of the undercoat, essentially. And then the base color is going to be controlled by this one up here, which is going to be the outer coat. So for the outer coat, we want a really nice bright orange. Now we've got a nice coloured little schnoz. But we can also just bring that all the way down, have a nice subsurface, and then just slowly bring up the subsurface. Subsurface radius. Decrease that one a bit. There we go. And we've got a nice little shaded, little detailed little carrot nose. And I'm really pretty happy with that. Time for a shader that is affected by another module which is affecting the texture of the subsurface. So what we need for this one is not light fall off. So we want 2 color amps. Is that right? And then a noise texture. Oh, is it not working? Oh, wouldn't that be fun if it wasn't working? There's like a bit of a texture going on, but nowhere near as like much as I had expected with these settings. Or maybe I'm just doing something very wrong that I can't see. But this is like still pretty damn nice. So let's go for tree. Tree. Object mode. Select this. Select tree. And then we have a cute little snow boy. But we're not finished yet. So what we need to do is head back over into the layout mode and bring this camera over to in front of our little snow guy. Also just found out you can just tap number pad 0 and then that will go to the most recent camera that you were in, which is really handy, and I didn't know that until literally just now. See, this is a learning course for me and for you. Whether or not you've learned anything is an entirely different story, though. I might make it so that if I'm going to make a new texture for the floor, search for noise texture. Factor subsurface color white, face color black, distortion negative 1000, detail, and then scale. So now he looks like he's in a cool little, well, at least in this bit, he looks like he's in a bit of a tundra. And then go into camera. Oh, right. So let's save. Most importantly, let's save him as Man Snow. .blend. Blend is the file type for Blender files. And since we've saved him, we can now render the image. I'm very happy with that. Image save as. Merry Christmas.